welcome to the Racecourse Wrexham for the best of the action from the 114th Welsh Cup Final, contested this year by two of the League of Wales' biggest rivals.
Oh, he saved it! Sunshine Pride have won the Welsh Cup. Look at the scenes.
It took penalties to separate Barry and Llansan Ffraid the last time they met in the final, and in the 5 years since they've shared one name change, 5 championships, and the incident of the season.
He's called it off. You can't do that, referee, after all that.
The two teams of the season are hardly fair weather friends. They're both here in Wrexham, though, to bring the curtain down on their season of great rivalry, and it's match point Barry. And the Red Devils were on hand too. Well, they had to make it to one cup final this year. And we've got a former Red Devil with us in the studio. Mickey Thomas is here, Di Davis as well. Their thoughts to come, but it's straight to the action. And the Barry Town manager, Peter Nicholas, was able to name Fraser Digby back in goal, while Gary Lloyd and Terry Evans are the only two survivors on either side from the final between the two clubs in 1996. John French and Jamie Morley provide the attacking strength. For Total Network Solutions, meanwhile, Mark Deegan, once of Bangor and Carnarvon, is in goal in place of the injured Paul Smith. The captain, Timmy Edwards, is the son of the groundsman at the racecourse, that's Johnny Edwards, while Nicky Ward, once of the staff here, is absent suspended. Player-manager Ken McKenna started on the bench. Our commentary team, Ian Walsh, and first of all, Ian Gwyn Hughes.
So it all began here last August for TNS in the Champions League, and whatever happens this evening, they will be in the UEFA Cup next season, because Barry Town have already qualified for next season's Champions League. And TNS it was who were the reigning champions last season, and a fair bit of feeling between these clubs because of what happened in the Premier Cup quarter-final earlier on, when TNS led by 3-2, and in the second period of extra time, well, it never really got started because the referee called the game off, and in the subsequent match that was replayed, Barry won 3-2. TNS have come a long way over recent seasons. It wasn't too long ago when they were beaten by 10-0 at Jenner Park by Barry Town in a league game. Ball has crossed the line, and immediately into the action is Timmy Alexander, and it was Timmy Alexander, wearing 6 this evening, who scored the goal which gave TNS a 3-2 lead in that controversial encounter at Jenner Park in the Premier Cup.
That was an interesting little start between the two midfield players, wasn't it? Little kick, a little shove from Statten into the ribs with the ball just before. This is what happened afterwards, but obviously there's something gone on between the players in the past, and I think that always adds to it, just a little bit of needle.
Gary Lloyd takes that free kick, headed away by Timmy Edwards. And if this match is anything like the 2 Premier Cup games, it should be a memorable game, but obviously there's a bit of ill feeling, and someone stamped there, and I think it was Richard Kennedy who got involved, and that hasn't pleased the TNS players. Now the referee nearly getting himself involved there, but needs to sort this out early on.
Well, again, Statten involved about 30 yards out. Here he is again, the same player, Ricky Evans, closing him down, and then a few Llansan Ffraid players getting in there, and then a little bit of falling over.
Gary Lloyd will take this, left-footed.
Tell you what, this dip viciously right at the end, and I'll tell you, wasn't that far over the crossbar. You see it from a different angle, maybe here. Just watch this dip. Plenty of pace on the ball, and curl, and dipped, just over the bar.
Bit of a battle going on between Timmy Alexander and Luke Statten. Phillips. Looking towards Morley. Good flick from Morley. Deegan's call though.
Like the two strikers up front, this is the type of ball that perhaps they'd like into their chest or just on their head so that they can flick on, because they're not the quickest players in the world, French and Morley up front for Barry, so they'll need the ball into their feet to make the best use of it.
Jamie Morley, 28-year-old, Crystal Palace and Millwall and Colchester amongst his clubs, and Watford of course. Here is Kennedy now for Barry, towards Morley. Good ball from Morley, chance here. Good save Deegan. John French, the ball never ran kindly for him, it just seemed to stick between his legs.
Yeah, again, lovely little play between the two strikers though, aware of each other's positions. Again, just wouldn't... It was a great chance though, you have to say, not on his strongest foot for French. And a lovely little turn ball inside the defender, and he doesn't get anything on it.
Now then, there's a legend in Welsh football on the right there, Joey Jones. And excited by it all, Joey. Lee Phillips gave the ball away. Here's Toner, chance for Toner, he's put it wide.
Well, was it the 8 that put it wide? I'm not sure.
Well, there were 3 players there for TNS, weren't they?
They just needed one to take control of the situation. Yeah, this is the ball through down the left-hand side. I thought you'd go and finish, and it was taken off his boot.
And Ken McKenna, the old head Ken McKenna, I'm sure he would have buried that one. Prolific goal scorer. Alexander, Edwards, right, Wood. Looking for Toner, right again. That's better. Might drop here for Alexander. Just spun away from him at the vital moment. Knocked in, chance here for Wright. He wasn't offside either. And Wright and Toner were queuing up at the far side. And another chance goes a-begging.
Well, this is again a fantastic chance for him. And I would have thought perhaps this is on his weakest foot as well for Wright. Great ball into the far post. Oh, and he only has to keep it down from a very, very sort of tight angle. But this is what makes the chance. Great ball into the far post. Good run. Bad technique.
Good kick from Digby on towards Gary Lloyd. Tommy Holmes is there and just prevents the corner. Barry ending the half strongly. Perfect time for anybody just to score now, just before half-time, go into that dressing room having the advantage. Lloyd's throw, good flick on. And that was very nearly an own goal, wasn't it? Was it Wood? Robbie Wood intending the clearing header, and very nearly an embarrassing own goal for him.
Well, Timmy Edwards getting beaten for the first time, and Wood comes in the wrong side of the Barry player and just pushed a little bit, and the ball was deflected just wide of the post.
The game has to be decided this evening, of course. It will go to penalties if it can be settled after 90 minutes in extra time. No golden goal rule here. Alexander forward to Wood. Wood plays the ball through. That's a lovely pass. Oh, why didn't he go himself? It might still drop for Coates. Off the line, off the post. Well, really, TNS should have taken the lead. There's a Barry Town player injured, but the pass cross goal simply was not good enough.
No, but I think it was the right decision. Great build-up, ball inside, and then that was a dreadful ball. No conviction in the pass whatsoever, and really once the miss-hit had gone on, then the chance had gone. Lovely ball from Wood inside the defender, and there was no conviction in that pass. All credit to Coates on the far side coming in bravely, but that's a great little ball there. Oh, terrible pass.
Deegan's kick. Evans. Holmes. Right, this is good football from TNS. Powell now with a cross, driven across and saved by Digby. Excellent football down that right-hand side.
Yeah, this is fantastic. Little reverse 1-2, oh, what a fantastic touch that was. And that's a drilled ball into the centre.
Best move of the game. Staton. Morley. As well to find Staton. Gary Lloyd. Get it onto his left foot. Has to control it. It's a lovely pass low, well, very nearly a good ball looking for Andy York. Just a touch away. Lloyd was in quickly. And then he's caught out. Now then, it's 3 against 3. Needs the ball played through to Toner. Now then, Toner, he's got Wright with him. Can he deliver the cross? He can. Wright is there. Oh, just taken away from him by Sharp. Great defending. Wright was setting himself up for the volley, and a touch from Neil Sharp was enough.
Fantastic play. Both strikers did absolutely the right thing by splitting the defenders, so the midfield player had 2 options. What a great bit of defending.
Well, it's Mike Flynn and Jamie Jenkins who are coming on, and it's Lawrence Davis and Luke Staton who are going off. Fresh legs, and 2 players of quality.
You're talking about the engine room, aren't you? This is where Peter Nicholas obviously felt the game was being lost.
Sharp just for once mistiming his jump, but Andy York was there to cover. French against Coulter. French gets there first. Terry Evans is behind him. Creeping ever closer towards extra time, of course. About 24 minutes left, still goalless. And you do feel that 1 goal could settle this one. And it's a chance for Jamie Jenkins to launch the throw. Goes short this time though. Good support from Terry Evans. Evans delivers a telling cross. And Andy York knows that was a chance. It was a free header. And expecting to connect on goal at least from there. Good delivery though from Evans.
What a fantastic cross this is. Free header from the centre half. Maybe sees it a little bit late over the shoulders of the defenders, but again he's got to hit the target from there. He knows that. He's smashing the ground in frustration. Oh, we've had some chances tonight without anybody just having a composure to put them away.
And there's one who's missed a couple himself. Anthony Wright is being replaced by Nick Welton. Clash involving Timmy Alexander. Ball knocked forward. Morgan against Morley, and Morgan concedes a corner. It's only their first in the second half, but 3rd overall. And TNS only 1 to show for their effort. Still goalless though. 18 minutes, just less to go. This is where a bit of experience might count, and certainly Barry have that in abundance. Headed away, only as far as Gary Lloyd. Chance here for Lloyd. Good block. That hurt Wood, but look at this. Welton screaming for the ball. Ball comes towards him. It's not a very good pass. Welton! Well, maybe he should have done better, but it wasn't a particularly good delivery towards him.
Again, showing great pace again, Toner getting away from, but it's a poor ball. Not allowing him to have any time.
Phillips is trying to open up the game a bit, finds Gary Lloyd. Now then, it's with Flynn. Flynn tries to play it behind, but no real conviction in the pass. Ignoring that one made by Timmy Alexander. Terry Evans. Oh yes! It's Morley! Deegan was rooted to his line. A hopeful cross from Terry Evans, and Jamie Morley swung his right foot at it, connected it perfectly, and that could well be the goal which seals the double for Barry Town.
That's for you, Carol. There we are. Hey, what a great ball this was in from Terry Evans, and the fact that it came as a goal was the early ball into the box. Terry Evans picks it up. They don't think he's going to knock this in, knocks it in early, gets between the two, and technically that's a fantastic volley. Knocks this in early, it's a fall-down volley, keeps the weight over the ball, strikes it into the bottom corner. Better angle here to see it. There it is, just hooks it on its way. What a great finish, and what a happy man he is.
Although the celebration's tarnished a bit, he was booked for celebrating and taking off the shirt which said, "That's for you, Carol." So, well, letter of the law being applied by the referee, so he's been yellow carded, Jamie Modley. Meantime, Ken McKenna has come on for TNS. And it's Alexander who's gone off. Here's Gary Powell. TNS have to come forward now. And they could be made to pay, really, for missing those chances. You know, we did comment at the time, Ian, they were having the opportunities, they weren't taking them, and they were punished there by Morley. Here's Flynn for Barry, who are one of the better sides we've seen over the years in keeping possession and protecting this one-goal lead. Flynn, of course, a second goal would really kill it off. Look at the space here for French. French could make it 2-0, delayed. Dilly-dallied really in front of goal. Had he had the killer instinct, that would have been 2-0.
Well, again, he just wanted it to be perfect on his right side.
Kennard and Phillips. That's the experienced professional there, Morley. Barry Town managed the double in 1996-97. And they beat Cumbrian Town at the Welsh Cup Final at Ninian Park by 2-1. This is the goal scorer, Jamie Morley. This is the goal again, Terry Evans' cross.
Yeah, it's just the early cross that gets the defenders flat-footed, but the striker's very alert, and he just helps it on its way. You could see the bend on the ball. Doesn't have to put a great contact on it, just enough to take it away from the keeper.
Timmy Edwards, poor first touch. Kennedy could settle it, he's been driven very wide, Morley's behind him. First time ball, Gary Lloyd! That's it now! That's the cup for Barry Town and the double. Gary Lloyd stealing in at the far post, firm header downwards, beat Deegan at his near post. Game, set and match, Barry Town.
It's surprising that it came from a ball pass from Timmy Edwards. The ball goes down the right-hand side, but a patient build-up. Looking for the support, comes out to Morley, whips it in first time, and that's great fitness for a left-sided player to get himself in the far post. Just what the manager would want, and he beats the keeper at the near post. Downward header, giving the goalkeeper no chance, with power, skids off the surface into the back of the net. And I think he knows now that the cup is going down to Barry.
Corner to TNS. Edge's header. Powell. Welton. Edwards. Anywhere but straight at Fraser Digby.
Again, a good ball first time, driven back in. Timmy Edwards does everything right, keeps it down, but as you say, it's got to go into the corner if he wants to score.
Flynn. Mike Flynn. It wasn't far away, was it? They're oozing confidence now. I think they know that TNS are the beaten side.
Yeah, we know what goals give you, and it's confidence. And again, it's the substitutions have made that little bit of difference, because they seem to have a little bit more movement about them, and they're moving into the space a lot better than the two players that went off. That was Lawrence Davis and Luke Staton.
Just keeping possession now, it's keep ball. Kennedy, he's away from McKenna. No fairy tale ending for Ken McKenna. And this must be about 10, 12 passes now, just playing out time. Already played 2.5 minutes of time added on for any injuries. And however hard they try this season, TNS just cannot get the better of Barry Town. Something always comes up. Deegan. That's a hurried kick. Toner. Welton. Anything now will just be a consolation goal, if there is such a thing. Toner. Tries to take on Sharp. Welton. The ball just not running for them, and that's it. Barry Town. Oh, that says it all. Their supporters who've made the long journey up from South Wales. The manager, Peter Nicholas, former Welsh international, of course. Jamie Morley, who scored the first goal. There's the substitute, Luke Staton. And Gary Lloyd, whose late header at the far post wrapped it all up. And there's Peter Nicholas, a delighted Peter Nicholas, who's down pitch side with Rob Phillips.
Peter Nicholas, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it was, you know, we were a bit fortunate first half. I thought TNS were the better team first half. The second half we kept plugging away, and we know for the reason that you know, with our fitness and our full-time training, would see us through second half, and it did.
And two well-taken goals.
Oh, brilliant goals. Jay's strike, first goal was an absolute great strike, and then the second goal was a great goal again. As I say, it's been a great season for us. It's been a long year, and great to do the double. I'm pleased with the boys.
And with us is Jamie Morley as well, scorer of that first goal. Jamie, congratulations. Explain your T-shirt.
A very close relative of mine. My aunt passed away last week, and I knew I'd score for her today. She's up there watching, and God bless her.
Yeah, you got booked for it. What did you make of that?
I would have got sent off for it. The goal was so special for me, you know. The team won. I scored a goal, and for my family back in England and my auntie, that tops it off. A red card would have done. I'm not worried.
Jamie, congratulations. With you, the other goal scorer, Gary Lloyd. Gary, many congratulations to you. Well taken goal.
Yeah, don't score many in my head, but especially in the Welsh Cup Final, it's nice to do so.
How many medals is this for you?
Oh, it's my second Welsh Cup Final medal, so, you know, the more we get, the sweeter it is.
And the League and Cup double now, that's some going in this season, Jamie.
Yeah, we had a lot of knockers at the start of the season. New team, new manager, new era. We proved a lot of people wrong, and we're only going to get stronger, believe me.
It's a great moment for any successful side. Andy York is the proud captain now. He's used to doing this. He's been doing it so often over the years. Andy York will receive the Welsh Cup from the President of the Football Association of Wales. And Barry Town are the winners once again. Great scenes and great servant to Barry as well, Andy York, over the years. They depended so much on him.
When that one went in at the far post and he knocked it wide, remember, he thought perhaps his day had gone, but you know, TNS didn't finish them off when they had the opportunity, and very cool in the end, Barry, when they got the goals. They shut TNS out and went on like the professional outfit that they are.
There's Jamie Jenkins, who came on as a substitute with Mike Flynn, and of course it's not so long now for Barry. They'll be back in training, preparing for Europe after playing the early stages of the Champions League, and TNS likewise in the UEFA Cup.
Well, Ken, obviously disappointed.
Yeah, very disappointed. I thought for long periods of the second half we had the upper hand. I thought we had them on the rack, but again we've failed to take our chances against Barry, which we've done a lot this season.
Yeah, that is the key, isn't it? You do have to take your chances against any side, but particularly against a side like Barry.
Yeah, I mean, Barry have beat us, I think, 6 times, so it's not lucky, you know what I mean? It is down to skill and all that, and we've had a couple of chances today to certainly beat them, I thought, you know, but they got the first goal, they fancied us, we had them on the rack. We never finished, the lad up front for them's got 1 chance and scored, and, you know, we're on the back foot then.
Did you think about bringing yourself on earlier?
Not really, no, I don't want to be playing, you know what I mean? It was just the last throw of the dice really to try and upset them a little bit and see if we could get something off it.
Well, many congratulations to Barry. Ken McKenna there died, the Total Network Solutions player manager. Not happy, and he's got a point, hasn't he? They had chances to win it.
Well, they certainly had a chance in the first half. They didn't make the goalkeeper make any saves. Second half, they actually made him save. They improved. Better team for half an hour, and Ken, being a forward himself, will be disappointed that his strikers didn't quite have the quality to put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, we'll look at those in due course, but as far as Barry were concerned, Mickey, it was I suppose the strength, the fitness, the full-timers that came through.
Yeah, it was quality in the end. You know, TNS had great opportunity to win the game. They didn't take them and got punished. And as I said, the first goal for me, was a fantastic strike. And obviously the second one, a guy that's been there a long time, Gary Lloyd, deserved the goal.
First goal, absolutely astonishing strike.
Yeah, Cotup had been doing a lot of running down the flanks to get TNS back in the game, and he's a little bit off Terry Evans here, which allows Terry Evans to put the ball in great height. But what a finish! He just helps it along, as Ian Walsh said in the commentary. Good ball in, good height, and Morgan just can't quite get there. And a good strike, fabulous, and the goalkeeper just watches it. But a good game. The goal came at the right time for them because Peter Nicholas had made some changes, and because Flynn had come on and Jenkins, and that made the difference for them.
As we were watching the game, Mickey was saying, should Barry score 1, they could very well go on and get one more, a couple more.
Yeah, that's right. Once they conceded that goal, they had to push forward. More opportunity on the break for Barry Town to punish them, and they did with the second goal. And I'm glad for Gary Lloyd. He's been a long-serving player there, and it was a quality finish from him, from a defender.
From his head as well. It doesn't score many then.
He doesn't. He said before he doesn't score many goals, especially with his head. But tonight he'd be happy with that one. It's in the final. I said 2 super goals to win a great final.
Keeper at fault, Di?
No, it's heading down against the ground. Very, very. You've no chance to react because it comes off the turf a little bit faster. Great goal. You can't defend against that as a keeper unless you're Gordon Banks.
Goalkeepers union, you see.
Yeah.
Always stick together, don't they, Vicky? What about these breakaways for Total Network Solutions? Because at the start of the second half, they had 3, didn't they?
Yeah, they started the second half in good tempo. They, good pace as well. But this is a great breakaway. But the final ball for me let TNS down in, at this particular time here. It's a ball that's got to be better, Di, and it wasn't, was it?
It's counter-attacking play, and because of that, they're a little bit stretched, Barry, but the quality ball in just isn't good. But that is great defensive play, and you can't fault the TNS there. But they possibly missed Nicky Ward, local boy. He's been suspended, and the quality just wasn't there.
But Di,
wait for that.
As the underdogs playing against the favourites, surely those are the sort of chances you've got to bury, aren't they?
Well, you don't win matches if you don't put the ball in the back of the net, and that's why Ken McKenna really will be disappointed, because as a great striker himself at this level, he will want to have a few words with his players, and naturally he's going to be disappointed.
Against a quality side, Ollie, if you don't take them, you're going to get punched eventually. And they did, as I said, and they'll be disappointed, Ken McKenna. Give them credit, they put on a good performance, but the quality wasn't there from this evening.
So what does Kenny McKenna say to Anthony Wright after that first half chance then, when he seemed to pinch it off John Toner's foot?
Yeah, TNS didn't actually create much. Lee Phillips gives the ball away, and Toner does well there, comes inside, and fair dues to Wright, he's got into the box. They didn't have many players from TNS, from midfield, getting in there, but he comes in. Is it Toner? No, it's Wright that comes in, and he doesn't hit the target, so therefore don't buy it.
Yeah, Toner was obviously waiting there. I think he thought it was going to be a goal for him, but Wright came in, he took the opportunity to have a strike, and you have to say that was a good chance for me, for TNS.
If you're John Toner, what do you say?
Oh, well, I wouldn't have been very happy, but as a striker, you've got to take all the chances coming your way. But, he'll be disappointed that he got in his way. Obviously, Anthony Wright thought the opportunity was there for him.
Yeah, I suppose also in situations like this, Di, you look at the championships, the cups, everything that Barry Town have won. Was it that experience as well that showed through in the end?
Yes, I think so. Plus the fact that they're a small squad and they're possibly a little bit together as well. TNS are part-time are part-timers. They've changed the manager as well. Ken McKenna coming in, his first taste of player managership, so therefore that's not going to be easy for him. So he's got to lift players. They've had a few injuries. The goalkeeper had played with a dislocated finger. Nicky Ward is out, so they weren't at their best. And really, because of the games they played this year, you needed an off day from Barry and TNS to play really well.
And as far as Barry go over the season, it's a double again, the League of Wales and the Welsh Cup. Mickey, how have they looked to you this season overall compared to previous seasons?
I think full credit to Peter Nicholas, coming from the professional game into the amateur league. You know, he made the transition fantastic for me, because it is difficult. You know, at a difficult time at the start, but he's got a good side together playing good attractive football, and quite rightly they won the League of Wales with attractive football, and I think they're the team that everyone has to obviously catch.
Again next year, Di, but I'd say it hasn't been a stroll in the League of Wales this year for them. It hasn't been in the Welsh Cup.
No, a little bit of an iffy start, which gave other teams a chance. Cwmbran pushed them to the limit, but again, the difference is Barry are full-time professionals, and at the end of the day, they deserve everything they've actually got because of their hard work.
And who's going to be pushing them next year? Total Network Solutions will be among them, won't they? Because I understand that they're going full-time to a degree now.
Barry have actually set the benchmark. This is what you have to achieve to be successful, and TNS are going down that route. They're going to try and get full-time professional players training all the time, and therefore you will expect TNS to be a little bit closer.
Yeah, what about the European thing? Must be a worry for Peter Nicholas, because they're in action as soon as July now in the Champions League.
It's difficult, as I said, Dicey, they've got a small squad, but you know, Peter Nicholas is very experienced, been a great player. I think he can get them organised, ready for the Champions League. I mean, you know, it's difficult early stages. They haven't had much chance to rest, but I'm sure he'll get them right for the games coming up.
But whose position would you rather be in now, Di? Because of course they both go into Europe. Barry start in July in the Champions League, still 3 rounds away from the knockout stages, whereas Total Network Solutions, that extra month, they start in August in the UEFA Cup.
Plus the fact that Barry actually might have a new owner if he's taking over. How much money is he prepared to let Peter Nicholas have? What's the budget going to be next year? And the crucial point to play in Europe is, as Ian Walsh said in commentary, they don't have anybody with pace. They're a little bit ponderous, but play good football, and because of that, might be difficult. But then again, 2 different sides. They've both been there again, and don't forget, TNS are only a village side, and they've done brilliant.
Definitely done great here tonight. You enjoyed it, Mickey?
It's been fantastic. I mean, a super strike, as I said, to the first goal, and I've enjoyed that. And full credit to both sets of players for putting on a good performance.
Thanks very much to you two as well. Good performance from the pair of you as well tonight. Di Davis and Mickey Thomas with us, and we've got more of both of them to come. Mickey Thomas will be on duty. That's next weekend for Wales against Poland. We're live from the Millennium Stadium next Saturday the 2nd of June on BBC 2 Wales, and then the following Wednesday, that's the 6th of June, off to Ukraine we are. That game you can see live as well. So plenty of international football to come on BBC Wales over the next weekend. But here at the Racecourse, a story of Barry Town completing their double. They go through to the Champions League. Total Network Solutions, well, for them, beaten the final maybe, but still European football, the UEFA Cup, along with Cwmbran, Carmarthen into the Intertoto Cup. It's been a good season in the League of Wales and a good showpiece in the Welsh Cup as well. Congratulations to Barry from all of us. Good night.